What is up, guys? So this is my first impression video on Kimetsu no Yaiba, and this series is written by Goto Uge Kyoyoharu, and it is a series done by Weekly Shonen Jump. That's published by Weekly Shonen Jump, and to me, I have not heard anything about Kimetsu no Yaiba at all. And granted, it's a fairly new series. It's 43 chapters in, but it's been kind of under the radar, honestly, because I have not seen any. I haven't really seen any color pages for it, or like front cover pages on Weekly Shonen Jump magazine for it. So it's a series that seems to be a bit under the radar. But anyways, it takes place in like old Japan, from what it seems, and the main character, his name is Tanjiro. And basically, here's a summary of what happened in the first chapter. I did read ahead to a few chapters, but I really just skimmed the next couple chapters afterwards. But the first chapter I read like 5 times. Like basically, Tanjiro, he goes into town to sell charcoal because the New Year's is coming up and it's the middle of winter. And as he's selling charcoal, he's actually quite friendly with everybody in the town. And not only that, but he does have like a very heightened sense of smell, to where he can identify actual, like, basically there was one kid who was getting beaten up by this old lady, saying that oh, he broke her face and shit. And Tanjiro just sniffed it and said, oh yeah, it was a cat. And they just like, yeah. So he has a very he has the nose of a bloodhound. Oh, drop it. But yeah, and as he was going home for the night, one of the villagers stopped him and told him like to stay the night because it was way too late for him to go home, because Tanjiro lived all the way up in the mountains. And the reason why he told him that it's dangerous to go tonight, you'd think it'd just be some bandits or anything like that, but no, he wanted him to watch out for human eating onis. And so the dude told him to stay here and stuff like that. And he mentions that Onis have been traveling around for centuries. They lurk through the mountains and stuff like that, and it's always been the demon hunters or the spiritual hunters that's been keeping them at bay. So like that go around to slay them. And the next morning, Tanjiro heads back home into the mountains, and once he opens the door, he finds that his entire family, all of his brothers and sisters, including his mom, are dead. And he starts crying, but then he notices that his sister is still alive, and he grabs his sister and tries to get her to a doctor. But then his sister, like, she wakes up and she's like screaming and she's like feral, and she knocks them both off of the shock knocks them both off of a small cliff of the and once they fall in, he tries to ask his sister what's wrong and stuff like that, and his sister begins to attack them, and then he realizes that his sister is now an Oni. And basically he tells her to like fight it and stuff like that, not to give in to the bloodlust and so on and so forth. And his sister starts crying, and she was like, I guess, coming to her senses, but she really couldn't talk or speak or anything like that. But then next thing you know, a dude shows up ready to kill his sister. And apparently this is a demon hunter named Giyu, and he was going to, like, he was on a mission to slay the Oni that was in the area. But Tanjiro, he told him that he got the wrong Oni, like it wasn't his sister. And he's like, but your sister cleaned the Oni, and he was by the house earlier and he saw his entire family dead. And he's like, no, it wasn't him. And Tanjiro, like I said, he does have like a very heightened sense of smell. And Tanjiro basically he could smell he can tell the difference between certain scents, and his sister's Oni scent, even though, like, because he said like his sister's human scent is completely different now than it was back when she was still a human, since she's an Oni now. But like he said that the scent was different. They felt in the blood of all of his relatives and stuff like that. That must have been the Oni. And Giyu explains how an Oni is created, and an Oni is created through the blood of a human, and the Oni, if it mixes inside the human, is created. So, and we saw an injury on Nezuko. So maybe Nezuko, she injured the Oni, and the Oni was bleeding, and once the Oni attacked her, he attacked her and some of the blood spilled on of the Oni's blood spilled on Nezuko and mixed with her wound, and that's basically probably how she became an Oni, pretty much. So yeah, so from then on, Giyu managed to get a hold of Nezuko, and he tries to kill her, and Tanjiro starts begging, saying that she's all that she's all that he has left and stuff like that, and that he will try to find a cure from and stuff like that. He just basically starts trying to say everything that he'll do and stuff like that, and that he'll become he'll even become a demon hunter if he has to find the Oni that killed his parent. No, he made a statement. He said he'll become a demon hunter to find the Oni that killed his parents, and he'll try to find he'll also try to find a cure to revert his sister back to the human. And Giyu mentioned something very interesting. He said the only way that you possibly could ever find a cure is probably talking to the Oni lords, but I doubt they would listen to a human like you. So So now we know. So in this chapter, it was also incorporated that there are lords, Oni lords, Onis who are like on the status above all other Onis, and those are Tanjiro's best shot, and those guys are Tanjiro's best shot of getting his sister to become human again. So yeah, and from then on, Tanjiro starts begging and stuff like that, but Giyu wasn't having it. Giyu told Tanjiro that basically Giyu's mindset is that if you're weak, you'll die. It's only the strong that can decide this or that. It's only the strong that will survive. It's only the strong that will come on top. He has the complex to where the weak will just die, the weak has no rights to decide anything, and the strong will live. So that's basically Giyu right there as a character. And so Tanjiro tries to attack him and stuff like that, and Tanjiro is actually pretty clever because he threw a piece of charcoal at him, but while Giyu was distracted with the piece of charcoal that was being thrown at him because he thought Tanjiro was just doing it in desperation, Tanjiro actually threw his axe in the air and he rushed Giyu. And Giyu hit him with the back of his katana, and the axe came down, but Giyu barely managed to dodge it. And so then his sister, Tanjiro's sister, Nezuko, she gets really pissed, and she kicks him in the she kicks him, and she tries to defend Tanjiro because she still has some a bit of willpower. But there will be a problem I can see in the future with Nezuko, because basically Onis they have this thing called where like they actually starve severely when they haven't eaten any human flesh in a while, which was explained by Gi. So we don't know. So I can see something happen in the future where Nezuko may go feral again, and she'll go try to kill humans so she can survive if she gets too hungry. But anyways, overall, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And then Giyu, he tells Tanjiro to go meet this guy in the Misty Mountains to train him in the way of demon hunting. And yeah, and Tanjiro buries his family and stuff like that. And as Tanjiro was knocked out, we saw the spirits of his family members, and they say sorry that that they had to leave him behind. So yeah. So and I read ahead, and Tanjiro, he can actually see and talk to spirits but I don't think he realizes that yet. That's a thing too. That's the thing though. Like he doesn't realize that he can actually see and talk to spirits. Because in one chapter, he met two girls that were training to be demon hunters, but turns out these demon hunters, they already died a long time ago. So against like this powerful demon that Tanjiro had to fight during the demon hunter exams. So yeah. But anyways, overall, I really think this series does have a lot of potential. It really does. I'm looking forward to more of it, honestly, to reading more of it and to catching up to the series. Because like I have nothing to do, honestly, because World Trigger's on hiatus, on an indefinite hiatus. Natsu no Taizai, it's on a hiatus till like this year, but I don't know when it's coming back fully this year. We had some side chapters here and there, But you know, like that's not really enough content, you know. I'm just saying. But anyways, overall, I think the series does have potential, and who knows? Maybe it could get big later on. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But I think I may just do some more videos on this series. So, anyways, tell me what you guys think about Kimetsu no Yaiba. Did you like what I have to say about it, and so on and so forth? Because, well, majority of this video was me freaking summarizing the entire freaking first chapter. Dang. But yeah. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Like the video, comment, and subscribe, and peace.